Delicate wash on your washing machine. What is it, how do we use it, and when should we not use it? Today I'm going to explain it all to you. First, I wanted to explain what Delicate Wash actually is. It is a very gentle program on your washing machine that you can use to wash, well, delicate clothes. As the name implies, it is for delicate clothes, and it uses a low spin cycle generally. You'll also find that it doesn't agitate the clothes nearly as much as other cycles. It uses generally low heat, and it doesn't take very long compared to some of the longer cycles. On some washing machines you can find it down to under 10 minutes. On mine I can turn it down to 25, so that's what we're going to go with. It saves a lot of energy as well, since it uses all these low settings and it's a short program. So that's a fantastic option if you can use it for your clothes. Often in case of hand washing your delicate clothes, which will take a long time, it can be very beneficial to just throw them all into the delicate cycle together. Now, what are delicate clothes? Well, essentially it is clothes with very thin fabric, you know, it's almost see-through, but also underwear, bras, especially the ones with underwire. You need to treat those very gently. Corsets and certain fabrics like synthetic fabric, think nylon or polyester, but also natural fabrics like wool especially is very weak fabric. Synthetic wool, normal wool, doesn't matter. It's pretty, you need to treat it very gently. Also, I would like to say silk, especially the thinner silk, should be treated very gently. If you have clothes that bleed a lot of color as well, Delicate Cycle is fantastic for this because of the low temperature, it doesn't wash out as much of the color. Also, it doesn't get agitated and wring it out. It's a short cycle. It's very good for your colored clothes that bleed a lot. Just keep in mind that you may not want to mix them in with the other delicates, since then you may get some slight color bleeding there as well. Made videos on that in the past, by the way, how to fix clothes that have bled color onto others, or fix the ones that have been bled onto, I should say. Thor from the future, cutting in hair. Almost forgot to mention which products you should not use the Delicate Wash on. So think really dirty clothes, also thick garments, especially cotton, thick linens. You want to avoid this delicate wash on these because it's very ineffective, especially on cotton. It needs a little bit of agitation to get cleaned. Obviously, very stained clothes. If possible, you want to use another program there as well. In these cases, it's better just use quick wash, or if you have really stained clothes, maybe heavy duty. Again, don't use that on really delicate clothes, then you're better off just spot treating them and throwing them into the washer. Cutting back to present day Thor. So I figured I'd show you how to use the Delicate Cycle, like step by step here, so you don't do anything wrong and preserve your delicate clothes. I've a load of synthetic t-shirts here. I also have some more synthetics laying down here that we are going to wash today. So the first thing I want to say is that you should separate the clothes. Now this is very important. So as you can see, I've separated out this. This is a robe that's pretty flimsy, so I want to put it in a washer bag. Also separated out some colored handkerchiefs that I'm a little bit worried is going to start bleeding color off onto the white clothes. So this will go in a separate gentle wash. This robe here, I figured for the example, I wanted to show you here that if you have something that's very delicate, but not only the ones that are delicate, also like underwired bras, as well as corsets, anything with metal or sharp parts, you want to place them into a bag of their own. And also on this topic, if you have something that's sharp or can damage some of the other clothes, I recommend that you actually don't load your washing machine very full, as that's going to increase the chance of damage. Of course, you could separate this off into its own little wash as well. Since this is a pretty quick wash, that's a reasonable thing to do. But this you have to decide yourself, to be honest. So anyway, I'm going to throw this washing bag here in with the rest of the clothes. And we are going to close up here now. Now, one thing to note at this point. When you're looking through the clothes and separating them, if you find any clothes that has stains on them, I recommend that you pre-treat them right away now. Because this cycle is very, how can I put it, like almost weak. It's not very heavy duty cycle, so your stains are probably not going to get cleaned out here. So pre-treating the stains with something like OxiClean or any other enzyme-based stain remover, even washing powder, is very effective and will also help remove stains even if they are gentle clothes. So do that first. We're not going to use pre-wash in this cycle, so you need to do this in a basin. Pre-treat them. I've done videos on that in the past. I don't remember which side. The next step is that we're going to turn on the washing machine. Da-da-da! And we are going to turn it down to Delicate's program, as you can see here. Mine recommend 40 degrees. 1.5 hours at 1200 cycles per minute. Now I'm going to turn down the temperature here to 20. You could do cold water as well. Norway isn't the hottest country, so I just want to put it at 20, just to make sure the water isn't way too cold here. I'm also going to reduce the time here. Now this is going to clean the clothes less, as you can imagine, since it's a shorter wash, but it's also going to preserve them longer since the washing time is essentially cut down. As for the spin cycles, let's turn those down to 800 here. That's it really for the programming. So we're going to open up the tray here. I am going to recommend that you use a very gentle detergent for this. I'm going to add link to the one I use, or the one I recommend in America on Amazon. And we are simply going to load up the tray here. First we need to turn over this, because this one is liquid. And I am just going to finish off this here by filling that into the detergent tray. Now, like I said, we don't want to use any stain treatment in the tray here. If you want to use fabric softener, that's an option here. In that case, we put it into the fabric softener slot on the tray here, like that. Close up this, and we are ready to start. After your clothes are done washing, you want to take them out and you want to air dry them. You don't want to put them in the washing machine. You don't want to spin them dry. You want to take them out and hang them up for drying. I've done a video on that in the past that you can check out, like here, I think. If you want to see that. I also have a bunch of other cleaning videos here. I'm going to link another one here in case you're interested in seeing that next. And yeah, thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.